Yeah, that looks pretty. That's effective. And then just walk slow. That's some primetime horror material, Don't laugh, that spoils the illusion. That's fallen. Fucking fallen. Okay. Hello there, and welcome to a video about a film what we done watched. It's been 2 years since we did the last one.
No, we did another one, but you refused to
It's
edit
shit.
it.
I changed my mind on the film. I don't like it anymore.
What film was
Secret
it?
Life of Pets.
Oh.
Don't like it anymore.
And that's the whole podcast, whatever it is.
Videos in the can. So, what we have done and watched is It Follows.
So Sam, the film It Follows, what's it about?
It Follows is a film wherein peeps go around and they do banging, and then once you're done banging with the wrong guy, Spooky Walker comes after you and he goes...
It's like an STD curse thing.
Yeah. Spooky sex consequence.
Yeah.
Virus.
And you get followed.
Yeah.
It follows.
It follows you. They don't say what it is. They even specifically say, I think at one point, I don't know what it is, follows you. Roll credits sort of thing, yeah. So, who are our characters then?
There's this girl, she's all blonde, swimming in a pool.
Yeah.
Swimming in a pool.
She's always swimming in pools.
Not always, like twice.
That's enough. It's one film, you know. You gotta.
And she's going out on a date with Chad. What?
Was that his name?
No, we never find out his name.
Okay.
And they try and find out who he is by going back to his school and stuff, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this random guy,
This fucking Chad.
and she's all like, "Hey, I really like this guy. I think we're gonna hook up." And then they hook up in like his car next to a disused
I
chemical
know. Well,
factory.
we don't want to go full on spoilers,
What?
but. They totally bang, and then he straps her to a wheelchair and says, "Look at that! That's a spooky ghost. Gonna keep walking at you, and when he catches you, spooks happen, and you die. So don't."
And then it'll come after me.
Yeah. So that's
Not me.
It's in my best interest to make sure you survive, which is why I'm just gonna give you this information and then disappear. So that's our premise, and it's about this girl trying to survive with a wacky gang of high school friends. And they do that for a while, and nobody acts sensibly.
It's really weird though, because one of her high school friends has like this flip phone that's like super future.
The touchscreen Kindle.
But then
in a clam.
they're all watching films from like the 1920s in black and white on CRT tellies, or even older, like black and white tellies. And they all live in houses that look like they're from the 1950s.
That's just what America's like.
It's
That's just America.
No, it's quite unnerving. I'd say they've
I don't think that's the thing that makes it unnerving. I think it's the fact that everyone's fucking dumb. I didn't get on with this film, man.
Can you see that woman?
We're doing that bit already. let's hold on to that. We'll run that ploy later in. So, yeah, what happens in the film is they go on a bit of a run away from the thing because it walks after you super duper slow. So, what I thought they would have done is got on a cruise ship or just took an international flight because they're quite cheap.
Yeah, but you can probably just walk through water.
Yeah, but it still take a fucking while. You don't just get on the bus to the
Yeah,
fucking
but they're all like
school field and
they're
think,
all
oh,
like
we must
18.
be there now.
They've got no money.
I could get Megabus, Emma.
In
The
America,
Megabus.
they don't have public transport. You have to have a
Petrol's
car.
basically free in America.
It's not.
They can do what they want. They do what they want. It's a business. Well, let's not get political. So, to boil it all down, It Follows is a film where a thing comes after. It follows you. Fuck it, it follows you, and it's because you did sex, you fucking bonehead.
It's really cool though. Like, it's a different horror film. Think of like all the horror films recently are just trying to be Saw. At least it's different from that.
Yeah, but they do this thing with shots where, like, remember the opening is this girl turns up, like she runs back home and she's the one that's being followed by it, and it's all done in one shot, and it's one shot wankery, which she runs out and drives off again, all done in one shot, and it takes fucking forever, and it doesn't need to. It's just the whole thing is deliberately framed to make it all awkward and uncomfortable, and the soundtrack is oppressive and all the time.
It made me feel really uneasy up until it's a horror film. That's kind of the point, isn't it? And then about halfway through, when they were kind of spoilers, like
boning.
No, figuring out like how the thing works and that they can't shoot it
that,
and keep shooting each other instead and stuff.
Yeah.
You kind of you're like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, once they started thinking it through, and then they think it through, and they have a plan, and they go at it. Spoilers. They go at it in the plan, and does it work, Emma? Does the plan work?
No.
Or does it? Because apparently they killed it. Or did they? I don't know.
No.
The film just fucking ends. It just fucking ends. They're just walking down the street, and the credits roll.
That's how films work. You don't have to tell you all the answers.
Yes, they do. That's their
they
job.
don't. This is the same problem you had with the end of Birdman. This is
Yes, it is exactly the problem I had with the end of Birdman.
But that's okay. Things could leave things open.
There is a difference between. Okay, we're doing, is that what emojis do? Do we clap when we say each word, or do we clap in between the words?
You clap after every syllable.
Is it not so that you clap in between? Oh Christ, are we in the next film by the La La Land guy?
Oh fuck.
Fuck La La Land,
but
as
you
an
see,
aside.
that one wrapped everything up for you.
It did,
And
except it had the
by the way,
but what if?
This was the film we wanted to make, but it was too dull, so we made this other one instead. Like, would you rather that, where they kind of...
How would you like to taste
they wrote
ashes?
a plot, and then went, this plot was terrible, we should have totally made the other film, and then just show you the other film. It's kind of nice that they just get to the end and go, this could be what happens. I liked the weird ending.
If I'm going to go watch a film,
Ugh.
I want them to have figured... Yeah, if, on the rare occasions in which I watch a film, I want the person that, if I'm paying for it, if I'm doing that, I want them to have figured out the ending. I don't want to have to do it myself.
No,
unless it's done well. Like Inception did it well.
It's like a
But
spooky ending. It's good. It's a spooky film.
But it came out of nowhere.
No,
The ending came out of nowhere.
No, it didn't.
Like it was just
fine
maybe they're
ending.
just banging a load of hooers now
Yeah,
to get it off their trail.
The ending is fine.
And the last shot is just, we're walking, we're holding hands, we're all happy now, and then there's someone following him. Oh, is it the bad guy? Oh, I don't know. Credits, just fucking credits.
Yeah, that's good. You don't want everything written out and explained. It's not a fucking children's
That's a
film.
storyteller's job.
It's not. Sometimes, like when you read books, a lot of the time, we read different books.
We do read different books. Pillars of the Earth has a game, by the way. Can I play it?
No.
Oh, but you've got the book.
Yeah, I've not read it.
And that's our review of It Follows. And do the bit.
Can you?
But first, look at acting. Look over your shoulder first.
Can you see this woman?
Emma, that's the sloth.
Oh.
Remember, we've got a Photoshop.
Can you see this woman?
No. Credits. And that's the video.
It
Well
was
done.
terrible. We didn't talk about the film at all.
I liked
That was
it.
the worst one so far.
Alright, recording again. Emma doesn't feel like that was enough of a
That
review.
wasn't a review of the film.
It was a review of the film, Em.
So Sam, how many spooks would you give it out of spooks?
It's 3 out of 5 on the spookometer.
How many you should have really gone to the STD clinics out of STDs would you give it?
I mean, you should probably just do that anyway.
It's good
It's just
public health
good
advice.
You know, you don't want to be that guy. No one wants to be that guy that gets an immortal walking zombie chasing
curse.
after people.
And then pass it on to loads of people at frat parties when they meet Chad.
Fucking Chad.
That was another thing that annoyed me. They kept hinting that the people who the curse was following knew how many people had been cursed. Because at one point, like, you saw that the guy had written a 3, and then she started,
Oh
like,
yeah, your weird
putting
number theory.
grass on her legs, and it was, like, up to 7. And you're like...
I call that artificial wankery.
Yeah, like, that was
Like
annoying.
the same with the way it was shot. It's like, maybe there's meaning in this.
No,
Maybe they're driving 1930s car, but she's got a touchscreen reader.
when
Maybe it means something and it doesn't.
When you see a horror film, do you want to feel a little bit unsettled and a little bit uneasy?
When I watch a horror film, I want to see monsters get blown up.
You see, that's not a horror film.
No, well, it technically
That's a
is.
zombie film.
Yeah. Or a Sam Raimi
Like,
film.
generally when you see a horror film, you want to be a bit weirded out.
Yeah.
And, like, it made
Yeah.
me feel really weird.
It did. Same. But I still didn't like it.
I wouldn't rate it. I'd give it maybe like a 2.5 out of 10. No, more than that. Maybe like a 2.5 out of 5. A good solid 50%.
2.5 out of whatever secondary number is most pleasing. I'll give it a 2.5 out of 4.5.
There you go, that was a better review. We've given it some scores on the doors. People
Alright.
can...
Whoa, Em, can you see that person over there?
No?